Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining me once again here on my playthrough of Dark Souls. Sorry, I do apologize about the first video not having any audio. I did get that figured out, and from here on, I will be providing commentary. Anyway, as a quick recap, we did just go through the Undead Asylum. We took down the demon there, scored his super awesome weapon, which unfortunately I cannot use. It requires 22 strength, which I am not even close to right now. I have 11, so I need to double my strength before I can even two-hand that thing. Where we are right now is we are in the Firelink Shrine. This is the main hub for the game. This is where you'll kind of consolidate after each big adventure and just kind of regroup. As you can see, there is one NPC here right now. You can add more if you find them throughout the game. One thing to be careful of, you can free swing anywhere, and if you do hit them, they will become hostile and won't cease to be hostile. So, anyway, to get the ball rolling, we are going to rest this bonfire. I did get a humanity from that boss that I killed, which allows you to reverse your hollow, and that will turn you back into a human, and it actually offers increased drop rates. There we are, we're back to being a man, not a slimy, skinless man. We did get a few souls, so I'm going to level up a little bit. You can see there up top it has our level, the souls we have, and the required souls for one level. So I think for this run we are going to do, let's do a bit of a paladin build. So I will throw 3 into strength and 1 into faith. And faith allows you to perform miracles and everything, such as healing, buffs, stuff like that. And strength obviously makes you hit harder and be able to carry various weapons. So that's all we need to do here. Kind of wander around a bit. Grab 3 humanity off him. I forgot he had that many. The guy over there doesn't really have anything useful to say, so we'll skip past him. Up here is a lovely gentleman that you can actually buy miracles from.
Hello there. I am Petrus of Thoroland. Have you business with us?
Got to talk to him a couple times before I'll cough him up.
Hello there. I realize that I have requested that we retain our distance, but I also want you to know that it is not meant in ill will. Here, take this as a token of peace. No, go ahead. It's for you. Oh my,
And one more
you
time.
again. Oh, I know. How about this? I have to await my companions here anyway. So what if I were to teach you some miracles? Would that please you?
Yes.
Very well.
And this
Then
is how you get your
first,
first covenant.
a covenant with the gods. Now let me share my miracles. Only their ultimate effectiveness will be determined by your efforts and your faith.
Okay, so we already entered the covenant. A lot of guys like this will teach you a gesture that you can just use. They're just kind of fun little things. Then we go into purchase item. These talismans are what you actually need to cast your miracles. You have to have them equipped to do it. And of course, on the right hand side you can see the amount of souls they cost. And these are the actual miracles that he sells. Heal's a really good one. And Homeward, I believe, teleports you back to your last bonfire. Force is kind of like a AoE push. And Great Heal, of course, is just a bigger heal. Seek Guidance, I'm not 100% sure what that does. Oh, it just makes more messages appear on the ground.
Come again. The effectiveness of the teachings depend upon your faith.
Alright, and off we go. I'm going the wrong way. wonderful, wonderful thong. Got one up there throwing bombs at us. Asshole. Fuck that. Fucking boot him off. Or not. Ooh. Might have our first death here, folks. Yep. There it is. Death number 1. So, that's kind of the thing to deal with. They don't mind overwhelming you with numbers and things like that. I could have been a lot more careful in what I did there. I just kind of rushed in and didn't think much about it. And being a depraved, I don't have any armor to speak of. Okay, I'm gonna stop trying to show off and parry. And kill these guys. Maybe. Pretty sure it's apparent, but I'm a little bit rusty. Death number 2! Awesome. We're off to a good start, ladies and gentlemen. I seem to remember there being an item over this way. Let me see if it's anything useful. Just a couple regular firebombs. Not anything too great, but I won't say no to any help I can get. And that is a very big thing later on. You can go to where you died and retrieve your bloodstain, which will give you back all your souls that you lost for dying, which is extremely handy. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, that doesn't feel good. Give him a little boot right off there. A little encouragement to leave us be. Alright. Do remember that there's an item over there. So we're going to attempt to go get that without falling to our deaths. Bring the sacrifice, that is... I believe it is a one use when you die. You'll get to keep all your souls one time if you are wearing it. So, back to our little adventure. I do apologize for the frame rate. This usually isn't an issue. I'm trying to run the video editor on a little bit higher quality, and it's affecting it a little bit. I'll adjust it for the next video. Going here, another big thing to watch out for is this rat. He won't attack you first off, but if you give him long enough, he will. And they do cause poison, which is a really nasty thing in this game. If you get poison and you don't have anything to get rid of it with, you are almost always assured to die. And here's the first actual area in the game, the Undead Burg. Again, those backstabs do extra damage. I do want to apologize again about the lack of audio in the first version, or first video, sorry. Just a little bit of oversight on my part. Xbox can't do in-game audio and microphone at the same time, so I had to kind of look up a loophole for it, and I think this is going to work alright. Those gates, they separate the areas. It's kind of an indicator, hey, you beat this area, time to go to the next one. They also indicate bosses. So if you're running low on health and items, those are good kind of indicators that, hey, maybe it might not be a great idea to keep going for right now. I better go back and heal. But if you have Estus flasks with you enough to burn, then you might as well use them. We're gonna run and leap and miss. Never mind. Get back, baby, in the corner. Open this up. In here and grab our first shield that is an absolute garbage. Alright, this will give us a little bit more defense and hopefully a bit more survivability. So as you can saw, even their weakest attacks were at least a little bit going through my shield. Which is very annoying. So he has a crossbow, can't really do much from close range. Just bash him on the head a couple times and you're good to go. Really wishing these guys would drop some armor for me. And here's the bonfire. These are the checkpoints in the game. When you find one, it's basically a save point. When you die, you'll come back to the most recent bonfire. One thing to worry about them, though, is once you rest at them, all the minor enemies you've killed will respawn in the area. So it's kind of a risk-reward kind of thing. It also restores your Estus flasks and heals you. So you'll light it, and then you can rest out. So I'm going to choose to level up. I'm going to go ahead and spend another point on faith. And we will keep going. Like I said, these guys will be back. So just kind of come up here and take care of them real quick. Actually gonna go back here and try and get a few souls. Another thing to watch out for is your stamina bar. It's that green bar below your red health. It does decrease when you run, block, swing, so you gotta kind of manage that. Ooh, short sword. Not quite as powerful as the club I have, but it is a little lighter and it's gonna swing faster. So we're gonna switch to that. Now these guys, These are blockers with spears, which mean they're going to keep their shield up constantly, and they're just kind of making pokes at you. And they really make an effort to not let you get behind them. But we're just going to... which didn't work out for me. Alright. That's another thing. They do watch for you to use items, and if you get too far, usually they'll try and catch up with you. In this case, they didn't. Let's see if we can get maneuvered here. Giving me an opening there. I baited him. There's the bait. Block. That's how you deal with stuff like that. Unless it's a huge monster that just don't give a shit. And those take a little bit more finesse, but we'll get to those later in the game. Surprises like that are all about. Again, I've played this game like 5 times, so I know where most of the guys are hiding by memory. But actually playing a skeleton with a 2-handed axe busting out of the barrels can make you shit your pants. Which doesn't... who doesn't like a little bit of pants stew? Just like Mama used to make. Gonna try and pull them as few as possible at a time. It is a fun game. It's different than a lot of those out there just because it offers that challenge level. It doesn't really hold your hand, which a lot of games are guilty of nowadays. Which, yeah, I kind of sound like hipster Steve saying that, but it's the truth. It's out there. Make that jump! Yeah. To be completely honest, I don't even remember what's up here. It's just one of those things. Hey, it's up here, why not get there? Crossbow and some standard bolts. That's not bad for a dexterity character, which we are not. So, doesn't do a whole lot for us, but it's still something. And these higher vantage points also lets us just kind of get an eyeful of what's up there. So, we're gonna see if we can jump over that, and we cannot. One more try? No. Alright. And back down. If I recall, there's a guy right there. We drop on. And I don't give a shit about the rest of it. Another big stat to raise is endurance. That makes your stamina bar go up, which is really useful. I feel like that goes without saying. We got guys up here who are going to throw firebombs, so I want to run as fast as I can and immediately get ambushed. Another place right here that can be opened by the master key. Master key is an item that you get in the very beginning of the game. You can choose it from one of your gifts. I chose the black fire bombs. The master key just kind of lets you unlock some of these places that you usually can't open until later in the game. It does have powerful rewards, but I didn't really want to go that route with this one. Wanted to try and do as much of a legitimate playthrough as I can. give people a real feel of the game. Another thing to watch out for is walls and stuff when you're in tight corners like this. If you have a weapon that swings wide, you can bounce off the walls. So say a guy was right here, and there's somebody trying to get to me. Hold on. Treasure chest. It's more black fire bombs. Always up for those. Anyway, like I said, if there was a guy like right here and I was too close to this wall, I'd swing at him and I'd bounce. And he'd get an open swing on me, which is something you never ever want, since just little piddly hits can do so much damage in this game. You never really know. Once again, I am sorry for the latency, or not the latency, just the frame rates. I'm going to do my best to fix that for the next video. I do appreciate you guys watching. If you guys are interested in it, like, comment, subscribe. There is a lot more stuff coming down the road. I've already got the next two games I'm going to play planned out. And there's going to be a lot more content after that, so definitely stay tuned, and I hope to provide you guys with as much, just kind of little YouTube videos to entertain you as I can. Ooh, I got really close to falling off there. I'm going to catch a fireball in the face, maybe not. Just about made an extra swing there and followed him to his death and mine. Okay, every once in a while you get messages like that, like, oh, come over here, and then you get stuck. So yeah, you don't want to do that. Or you get stuck, or you just have to go back, like backtrack, and that's not fun. Another person we're about to meet is the Black Knight. I think I should be able to take them out with these fire bombs. We'll see. They have a chance to give pretty good rewards, and they give quite a bit of souls. Will come up later on. I believe there's 2 in this area. See? That's what I'm talking about with that bounce. Praise the sun indeed. Guys, I'm just gonna try and lure to downstab. That went horribly, and now I'm just gonna get mobbed. Ugh, now I'm stuck. Yeah, that's not good. Try to back it up. That's another thing to note what he just did right there. I was out of stamina when I tried to block, and it staggered me. Which I still blocked, but I did take a little bit of damage from it, and it knocked me back, giving him a huge opening. Not something you want to do. Longsword, I will take that. So down here's the Black Knight. See him right there? He's kind of a fucking dickhead. Might be able to get some good damage on him right there. Oh shit, that didn't do nearly as much as I thought. They're definitely an enemy that you want to wait to fight as much as possible. Especially if you're not experienced with the game, you're gonna run into a lot of issues with them. I'm gonna try and lure him up here and get a down stab on him. It didn't really do what I wanted. I'm gonna try to get a backstab. It's got a really weird sweet spot. There we go. And oh, he's still kicking. Come on, man. Yeah. Got a Titanite chunk, which is useful later on, and 800 souls, so not bad. And we'll get whatever item he was guarding. Sometimes they have a chance to drop their weapon they're using, like right there I would have gotten a Black Knight's sword, which would have been huge this early on. Blue Tearstone ring. I'm pretty sure that limits the amount of magic damage you take, which I will gladly put on. Oh, it's completely wrong. While your health is low, it boosts your defense. Let's see what's back here. Absolutely nothing. Horrible times. Don't go that way. And see, if somebody else would have like fought that knight and just let him back him up there, he would have had nowhere to go and he would have been trapped. Didn't have any maneuver room, nowhere to go. It's the death trap. They love doing that stuff. I know they're gonna drop barrels on me, but there's not really anything I can do. Fucking run! Ow. Yeah, that's not good. And we're out of here. I don't think there's another bonfire before the boss. Take care of him, throwing shit at us. Oh, we don't play that. Yeah. Actually, speaking of the boss, we're about to come up on him. I typically don't have trouble with this boss. This frame rate issue I'm getting might make it a little bit more difficult. We'll see. If we do lose, hey, we just gotta come back. No big deal. More video for you guys to watch. These humanities do heal me up to full, but I really don't want to waste them. But I mean, if you're gonna die, then might as well. What's the point in saving them? Alright, to the boss. Shield's about useless on this one. Another big thing to remember on this guy, you want to go up here because this is a major part of the boss fight. You don't have to use this, but it really helps. And there's a couple archers up here that you want to take care of so they're not shooting at you the whole fight. I really do like how they place these. They're kind of there as a learning tool, because usually you'll just charge across the bridge and start the boss fight, and these guys will start shooting at you, and you'll go back here and try and take care of them, and you'll realize, oh, I can drop off here and do more damage to the boss. So, subtle learning tool. I like that a lot in games. Alright, so let's try our luck. Could go horribly wrong, could go well. We'll see. This boss also has a chance of dropping his weapon. Very low chance, I've actually never seen it, but he can nonetheless. Here he comes, just kind of making his way over. And angry. He'll look at you. You can't just stay up here, because he will climb up here. stabbing is good for the damage. Jump off. You're gonna want to jump between his legs, run back to lure him away. Or gonna want to get back up that ladder, and he's just gonna swat you down and get back over here. To make you climb. Then rinse and repeat, and that's all there is to this fight. Make sure you don't hit, and have good dodge time. That's a lot of what this game is, reading enemy movements. Just kind of learning what they do. There's a little bit of muscle memory after you beat your head against them for so many times. Just kind of remember what you're supposed to do. That wasn't good. He's gonna get me again! Ooh! That was not good. I really need to be quick on this one. I'm gonna use the humanity once I get up there. Oh, that's nice. Might take me a while, but I think we're gonna get it. Nope, we're good. Run back again. My face stomped in. Oh shit, I can't see. And I'm out. Oh, that was not good. We got one humanity left. There you go. So that's the Taurus demon. It's kind of a pain in the ass. Start back here and you do not get to keep your humanity. It would have gone a little bit better if I had some armor. Typically, the undead on the way there drop some, but I was just really getting unlucky with it for whatever reason. Humanity. Versatile. And we're gonna carry on. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Those are one of those little mistakes that you make every now and then that just really kind of make you have to take a deep breath and just say, it's my fault, it's not the game's fault. But that is a little frustrating because I wasted humanity. Alright, let's not do that again. I'm just gonna kind of rush through this time. Oh. And your stamina does restore a lot slower when you're blocking. So you can't just sit here and keep your shield up all the time. Estus a little bit earlier. That's not the greatest thing in the world, but it's not the end of the world either. Get rid of this guy. Oh. Time to get rid of all of them. Man, if I keep this up this whole playthrough, this is gonna be a rough one. But I won't always be running around completely butt-ass naked either. So there's that. Well, these bastards would drop a little armor for me, I'd be real happy. But they're just not giving it up. The Black Knights also, I thought it was good to mention that they do not respawn. Once they're dead, they're dead. Shielded guys, when there's one-on-one, they're a huge pain in the ass. No thank you. And if you get your timing down right, if you hit the attack button and forward at the same time, it will do a kick. They'll kind of kick their shield out of the way. It's pretty handy. That. Spear. That's kind of a dexterity weapon, which we don't have the stats to use. They are very useful though. They enable you to keep your shield up and attack, which I'm sure you can imagine is very useful. Alright, let's go try this big bastard again. I'm actually going to switch back to my club. It has a little bit more damage on it than that sword. It's not as quick, doesn't have as much finesse to it, but it's going to get done what we need done. I also believe it benefits off strength a little bit more, which we're building towards. Sword gets stats from strength and dexterity. Alright, let's give this another try. We got this time, guys. Let's see if we can just hustle through here. Just gonna try and fight them all together just to get there. I wanna put you guys through just watching me beat my head against the wall. One important thing to notice is enemies cannot follow you through the light. So once I'm here, they're just kind of stuck on the other side of the wall. And third time's the charm, right? I think so. I'm gonna run over here and grab my souls back. And walk out. Oh, that was bad. That's gonna shave some colors off. Ah, that's painful. That sucks. Estus. And oh, and I whiffed. Awesome. That right there is what we want to do. Doesn't always go the way we planned, but that's the idea. Hit him this time. Great. Okay, go. Again, that's the idea. Always works out in theory. Sometimes it doesn't. As you guys prefer. And again, hopefully, engaging it right, you've got one more in. Oh, that was brutal. Did he just fall off? Awesome. He just jumped off the cliff. Cool. Alright guys, thank you for joining me for episode 2 of Dark Souls. If you enjoyed it, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next episode.